everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play. Ah yeah, look at all the beautiful goodies we have as a result of taking down the Woodland Mansion in the last episode. We are looking pretty good, aren't we? Things definitely got pretty heated at various points in the last episode, eh folks? So how about we balance that out with a nice chill episode today where we just work on our base area. I'm thinking maybe we could go ahead and place down some nice little cobble broken wall kind of dealios, and then alongside the pathway we could maybe have ourselves a small amount of crops, so we've got ourselves at least a rudimentary food source that will keep us going for a little bit, right? Talking of food sources, we do have quite the amount of water surrounding our base area here, so what say we make ourselves a little bit of a fishing outpost right here at the mouth of this water body, lake, thing, whatever you want to call it. If all that sounds like your cup of tea, then please do be sure to show your support by dropping a like beneath the video. And if I may, a massive thank you to all of you folks who have been dropping likes and supporting the episodes and this series so far. Last episode, we reached over 1,200 likes once again, which is just insane. So then, cobblestone is what we have, so cobblestone is what we're gonna use. With that said though, we have a little bit of cobble deep slate. I'm thinking maybe we could occasionally mix in some of this in amongst our otherwise cobblestone walls. Yeah, I actually kind of like that idea. Get a little bit of color and shading variation in the eventual walls. Right, before we do anything, I want to make myself a stone cutter, only we don't have the greatest amount of stone on our person right now. So yeah, we're gonna be wanting to maximize the efficiency of us creating various stone bits and bobs. A stone cutter is the perfect way to do that. Yeah, there we are. One stone cutter for your boy. Let's put it above the furnaces there because, well, why not? So, here we are. We've got ourselves various bits and bobs. We'll get ourselves some stairs. We'll get ourselves some slabs. We'll go ahead and do the same with the cobble and mossy cobble as well. I think what I'll do is I'll use this opportunity to maybe widen this little area here, only I want to have at least a semi-decent amount of crops lining the pathway here. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and thicken that area up a little bit. And now, my friends, we can get on with adding ourselves in a little bit of a fence situation. So, yeah, this is going to be sort of very random. We're going to have ourselves maybe some stairs, maybe some slabs like that. Maybe we could have ourselves some walls in the mix as well. The fact is, what I want to do is I just want to make it to where hostile mobs won't be able to get to us, right? So, yeah, something like this, as broken as it looks, I think it adds quite a good amount to the area. Ah, come to help me with my fence, have we? Well, you're not exactly doing a very good job there, buddy, so, sorry, but you're fired from life. In terms of a mini progress update, this is what we've got going on in terms of our messied up cobble wall, which is also nice and secure from the outside. So yeah, I think this is looking pretty alright. And then what we can do is we can grab out... Oh, I think I might have chucked away my old stone hoe. Oh my word, I really am a terrible person, aren't I? That poor stone hoe never got to see the field of battle. Ah, oh well. Let's go and make ourselves an iron one. There we go. The hoe is back and better than ever. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still not a diamond one, but I'll still take it. So, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have ourselves some crops lining this little entry pathway here. With that said, though, there's quite a lot of space going on here for crops. Maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of space for some texture variation and maybe some decoration here and there. Maybe we can have ourselves some coarse dirt every now and again. What are we thinking in terms of decorative plants, eh? Maybe some ferns from the nearby Mega Tiger biome? Maybe if we're lucky enough, I mean, there's quite a lot of terrain that's near water around here, right? Maybe we could try and find ourselves some firefly bushes. In fact, I can see one dead ahead of me here. Nice! Put down some of these bad boys, and we might just be able to have ourselves some nice atmospheric particle effects floating around the place. Hey, look at this as well. We've got ourselves some little dead bushes here as well. Nice! Some more firefly bushes over here as well. Don't mind if I do. And now we have a small army of dudes who want to exact their revenge. Oh my word! Because of all the dudes I took down in the Woodland Mansion in the last episode. Oh wow, these guys are actually getting a little bit close to taking me out here. Ah! Get out of here, little baby zombie. Someone ought to tell those baby zombies that that is no way to behave. Wait, why are there 2 more now? Oh my goodness! See, this is the way to take out baby zombies. Just head to a water source. Then they're powerless. They have no speed to take you out the game with. And now what it's time for is a well-deserved snooze. Get rid of this rain, get rid of the mobs, and then we can get back to our decorating and building. Down go a few little bushes here and there. Don't need to go too crazy with them. In fact, I don't even think we need to populate every single one of these dirt blocks with them. I think we could just do one every now and again, and we'll be perfectly fine. There we are. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Of course, to finish off this area, we just need to grab ourselves some crops. Sadly, no sign of carrots or potatoes. I would very much like to have potatoes, actually, more than anything, because those bad boys, you get multiple of them per harvest, and then you can cook them to become a actually pretty okay food source. You know what this is saying to me, my friends? We need to go exploring. We haven't really explored a great deal of our world yet, have we? We haven't even found any villages just yet, which I think would be the best way to go in terms of finding potatoes and carrots. Villages typically have quite a lot of different items, don't they? So it might just be in our best interests to bring over a whole bunch of backup bundles. Right, I think we're ready to go. Maybe we should grab ourselves some more mossy cobble while we make our way through this mega taiga biome here. Only, yeah, I completely ran out while I was making that messed up cobble fence before, unfortunately. Who says your boy isn't capable of being super productive, eh? Yeah. Even more ocean, eh? Do you know what? I think it's time for something else as well. On the very first episode, I said I was going to take to the waters, maybe explore the world a little bit, and we never did because we got rather distracted, and understandably so, might I add, by having a woodland mansion right next to spawn. So, how's about we make ourselves that boat, even though I already made one before, I just forgot to bring it with me. We're going to get ourselves a boat, make it into a chest boat as well. And now, my friends, now we're going to take to the waters. Alrighty, it's not exactly a village, but our first ever sugarcane of this world and series. I'll definitely take that. Boating into the sunset. Absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, no sign of any villages, and unfortunately, again, I didn't bring my bed with me. Aha. We're gonna have to find ourselves a village here pretty soon, or some sheep. Otherwise, we're gonna be having ourselves a bad time. Ooh, lovely snowy mountains in the distance there on the left. Nice. I must admit, I'm pretty surprised I haven't come across a spruce village just yet. Normally, they're pretty easy to spot, aren't they? You just look for smoke particles in the sky, you make your way over to them, and then, boom, you got yourself a village. But no, there's just nothing around. Ooh, hello. Is that a plains biome coming up dead ahead? I think it might be. Also, there's a couple of other points of interest here. We've got ourselves an abandoned nether portal underwater, complete with a gold block, and what appears to be an ocean monument over there as well. Nice. All right. Let's see what we can get here. Just got to be careful not to have the boat get sunk under the water. Let's grab ourselves the gold block first of all. And then if we position ourselves just off the slab, we can still get the water-breathing effect of the magma block without getting destroyed by the magma block. What have we got in here? Lodestone, fire charges, flint, iron nuggies. We've got ourselves a sweeping edge sword. And, oh, no way, a silk touch shovel. Okay, we can use that to pick up some podzol and grass for decorative purposes, I guess. I mean, it's not going to last very long, but still, I'll take it. And there we are. We do indeed have ourselves an ocean monument. Also, there's one of these things here as well. Oh, my goodness me. I'm going to be channeling my inner pirate python today, aren't I? I can just feel it. I mean, why would I not? We've got stuff here. Why would we not do this, right? Oh, my word. There's quite a lot going on here. Maybe we should just take things chill, you know? Take these guys down one at a time. Kelp. We could grab some of that for farming purposes. Yeah. This really has become sort of an all-rounder exploration session, hasn't it? Genuinely, the idea for today's episode was to build and work on my base area, but it's turned into something else. And you know what? That is one of the reasons I love Minecraft. You can set out to do something, but then something else presents itself to you first, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Oh my word, there's 3 of these guys. Right, okay. Python versus 3 drowned. Boom, boom, dead, dead, dead. Yeah! Should we take down the coordinates of this area, by the way? I think that'd be a good shout. Maybe we can come back here in future and cannibalize that ocean monument. Make a bit of a farm, perhaps. Alrighty, I do believe that is the last of the inhabitants around here. Right, we should be able to explore these ruins and pillage their wares nice and safely. Right, let's go ahead and put some bits and bobs in our boat here, because, oh my goodness, do we have a lot of garbage. Maybe we could put the kelp in our little plants bundle as well. Why not? Alrighty, within this first building here, what have we got? Hey, a stone spear! I completely forgot that spears exist in this game now. Oh, wait a minute. If you think I'm drowning, you got another thing coming there, Minecraft. In this building over here, what have we got? Gold Nautilus armor. And we also got ourselves our first buried treasure map of the series. I can't just go passing up on buried treasure, eh? So we'll go ahead and raid that in just a bit. Another buried treasure map. A bunch more loot for your boy as well. And these two are the exact same map. So I'm just going to go ahead and say bye-bye. All right, what have we got inside this one? Oh, sus gravel. Yeah, got to be careful of that. We don't want to be breaking that. I'm breaking 3. Pretty fitting that we get ourselves fishing rods, isn't it, my friends? Considering we're going to be making ourselves a fishing outpost in just a bit. And here we are with the final ruin of this little ruined settlement. It's a bit far down. Oh, hello. Trident. Yes, Trident, please. Please, Trident. Did we get one? I've got to be honest, I don't think we did. But you never know. No. Ah, that is so unfortunate. Can you imagine if we got a trident first time going? I think the easiest way to raid this deep down ruin is to just get in there and smash the chest. Wherever the chest may be. Chest? Wait, there's no chest in here? There we are. I knew there'd be a chest in here. Very good. Sometimes you just gotta dig around to uncover it. So then, back to smashing up the chest. Okay, there's another map in there amongst various other bits and bobs. Right, let's get ourselves out of here and back up to our boat. And then we can take stock of everything we managed to get from this little ruined settlement. Quite a lot of axes. I might actually use these just to chop down trees and just grab wood. I mean, it's a free axe. And if it's for free, it's for me at the end of the day. So, yeah, very good. We're going to solve another buried treasure map, presumably. Again, it's the same. It is indeed. So, go bye-byes there, buddy. Right. And now what we need to do is head north. We need to head in a northeasterly direction. Dude, look at all these nautiluses going around. I can't wait to tame one of these guys again. All we need for those dudes is a pufferfish in order to tame them, a saddle in order to ride them, and then, of course, one of these bits of nautilus armor to protect them. Saddles we can craft, and then pufferfish, you can get them from various ocean biomes. They're not that difficult to grab. And hey, failing that, you could just fish one up. Anyway, here we are, roughly at the buried treasure location. Does the 9-9 trick still work on Java Edition? Let's have a look here, shall we? We're looking at the section relative line about halfway down on the left-hand side. If we can get the first and third number both to be 9, and then we dig straight down, if the 9-9 trick still works, there should be a chest. And there is. Haha! So, what's actually in the chest? Ooh, a diamond and some food, and I think I just saw a water breathing pot in there as well. Oh, and it turns out I picked up my specialty as well. TNT. And just because I'm a bit of a weirdo, completionist, perfectionist kind of dude, I usually like to explore all of the area of my buried treasure maps. So there we are. Nice, the very first buried treasure of this series. Do we think that's museum worthy? Yeah, I think it is actually. Now then, back to trying to find ourselves a village. No more distractions. Hey, I thought I saw some lights through the trees. Finally! We've got ourselves a village, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Oh, a brewing stand to kick things off. Very nice. As you can see, my bundles are, like, entirely full. And that doesn't really bode well for us being able to raid this village effectively. But oh well, we'll see what we can do nonetheless. Yeah, there we are with all the crops. Hopefully there's a good amount of carrots and or potatoes to be had. What I'm looking for, though, I'm sorry there, villager, is a bed. And then I think I'm going to steal this bed and take it for my very own as well, because, yeah, I kind of need it, buddy. Wow, this is one rich village. Not one, but 2 bells. Unbelievable. I mean, that's surplus to requirements, I think. So let me just go ahead and relieve them of one of them. Oh, hey there, buddy. What you got for me? Depth Strider 1. So that times me. Yeah, there's a lectern to be had. I like free lecterns. Haha. All right, come on. What you got for me? Beetroots, plenty of carrots. Unbelievably, not a single potato, though. Unbelievable. How could you shortchange me like this? Never mind the fact I'm robbing all of this from you. Don't worry about it. All is well. It's all going to serve a use at some point or another. Hey, look at that. We did actually get ourselves a couple of potatoes. Very nice. Right, there was a couple of other planted areas, I think. Yeah, there's one over there. And who knows? Maybe we'll find ourselves some other ones. Buddy, you look pretty peculiar. I am not used to seeing baby villagers with a square head. That seems illegal to me. Yeah. Alright, you do you there, buddy. Hey, look at that. There's an acacia biome over there. And also, a shipwreck beached on the beach over there. Huh. Okay. Oh, a cherry biome as well. And another village. Oh, wow. Okay. I've got to take down the coordinates of this area. There's a lot of stuff to explore in the future around here, huh? Oh, a loot chest for your boy. Emeralds and bread and food. Can't forget about the hay bales, my friends. You get 3 bits of bread per hay bale. So you find yourself a village at the very beginning of your world, and your food situation is already sorted. Hang on a minute. Yet another bell? You're telling me this village has 3 bells? The residents here don't know just how good they've got it, huh? Which is why I'm here, to relieve them of their surplus. Oh, I feel terrible. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these. Actual bush foliage items of epicness. I'd actually like to try and grab myself some of these bad boys, only they could be used in addition to all of the other foliage bits I've been using to decorate things. Alrighty, I think for now, we're just about done with our exploration session. So let's get ourselves home. Oh, wildflowers. How could I pass up these bad boys? Oh my word, my poor inventory. There's not much I can chuck away here. Okay, maybe the Unbreaking 1 fishing rod. I mean, we do have ourselves an Unbreaking 3 one at the end of the day, so yeah, I think we'll be fine for now. Whoa. Another ginormous cave entrance. Dude, that is absolutely huge. Well, at least we know we've got multiple different places to access the depths in this world, right? So if one cave dries up in terms of resources, we've got other ones we could explore. And here we are, my friends. Finally, home sweet home. And, oh yeah, the lovely broken cobble wall. That's kind of nice. All right, so now that we've actually grabbed ourselves some potatoes, how about we plant some of these bad boys down, huh? And then in the rest of the spaces, maybe we can just sort of randomly spread in all the rest of this stuff here. Yep, that's right. Even including beetroot. I know, I probably sound like a madman planting damn beetroot. It's like one of the all-time worst food sources in this game, in my opinion. But there we are, a little bit of variety. Why not? Well, my friends, it turns out that I've been so heavily distracted and so easily that I have completely run out of time for today's episode. So unfortunately, I'm not going to get round to the fishing shack in today's episode, but I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll get it done at the beginning of the next episode. And then, in addition to doing that, I think it'd be a nice idea for us to finally connect up the pathway from our episode 1 starter house to the entrance of the Woodland Mansion. I think that's a pretty cool idea. So yeah, look forward to that. For now though, that is going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Drop a like if you have. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. For now though, have a great rest of your day.